Today I'll be teaching you guys about helming. Not only how to helm, but I'll be going over the various tasks and kind of your priority list that is needed as you're playing. Now, this will be sloop orientated, but these tips and tricks will also apply to brig, the galley, and then the sloop as well, obviously. So we're gonna go over the various tasks, and then at the end, I'm gonna break down a video and kind of go through my process and what I am thinking. Now, helming isn't the glorified or best position on the boat, but I'll tell you one thing, it's the most important position. There's no question about that. Because without the angle from the helm, there is no cannon shots, there is no cannoneer. He's not shooting, he's not doing nothing. So the helm is hands down the most important position on the boat. And after season 8 came out, it really grew on me and I learned the importance of it. And I think once you watch this video, you'll understand why the helm is so important and you might not hate it as much. The helm is the lifeline of the boat. You are everything. You are the support, you are the medic, you are all of it. Now let's talk about roles. Why are roles important on a ship? I mean, what are they good for? Now, as Sea of Thieves has gotten more and more competitive as time has gone on, especially with Hourglass, roles have become more and more important. So the two roles that there are going to be on the sloop is the helmsman and the cannoneer. Now, on a sloop, the helmsman quite literally does everything, and I mean everything. You're repairing the helm, you're repairing the mast, you're bucketing the boat, you're applying sniper shots for your cannoneer, you're doing everything. And you know what your cannoneer does? He shoots the cannons. That's it. That's his only job, is to shoot the cannons. He should not have to go down for a bucket until your sail is going down, and your angle should constantly be rotating to keep him that angle. You need to be constantly applying pressure to the enemy ship. That's the only way to survive. Now, the specific roles on the sloop, it's pretty basic. You know, you got the helm and the cannoneer. There isn't much else to it. Now, our next point here is going to be communication. But why is communication important, you ask yourself? Well, communication is important because without communication, the boat is going to go down, your teammate might be bagged, the sail might be dropping, and you might be downstairs. Well, when you're in a rotation with a boat, the helm should be downstairs repairing or, repairing the boat, repairing the sail. He's going to be busy doing things. So the cannoneer needs to be telling him, hey, I'm out of rotation. Hey, I'm bagged, I'm dead. Those things need to be talked amongst each other because you're gonna be hearing things going off, cannons gonna be hitting the boat. You might not always hear when your teammate dies, when things are going south. So communication is massive, especially when sails are down. When sails are down, communication becomes ever important because that's when you and your teammate start rotating. Say a boarder comes, you start rotating position. We got a boarder, we got a boarder, we got a boarder. I missed. He's one. I gotta reload. Come down, Stubbs. Got a baby. Look to two-tap their cannon. Two-tap their cannon. Two-tap their cannon off the back. Hit him once. And so he comes, you take a shot at him, maybe you miss your two-tap, and you rotate back. So that's where communication comes in even better. And what I will say with that as well is, do not go up on the top deck. That is one ball prone. You want to shoot through the ladders on the sides of the boat. That is your best bet. Shoot through the windows. Shoot through the windows. Left and right windows right here. Pop him off. He's coming up right. There you go. Beautiful.
It's still on, I think.
Yeah, he's still off. He's off. And then Stubbs, jump up here. Jump up here. When he comes up, he's coming up left. He's dead. See? Woo! Now let's get into the nitty-gritty here of the helm because I went over the basics before. I told you that you have to do everything and, well, what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you the priority list here and then you have to balance all of that on top of that. So here's priority number 1, keeping angle. That means that you might have to keep your helm repped even if you have 8 holes downstairs. You might need to rep your helm. You might have to let your mast fall if you have to keep angle.
Yep.
Oh shit, I gotta go down. Nice. Oh, I can't even turn helm, bro. That's as good as you're getting.
Oh, I'm going on crowboat.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh, one's on. I gotta reload my guns here.
Same. Oh my god, dude.
He's dead. Take cannon rowie shots. Cannon rowie shots. Okay.
Oh yeah, double shots, crack them open. Fall them.
Keep pressure, just keep it going.
Yep.
They sunk. No way. And that might mean asking your cannoneer to get off of cannons to go get a bucket. That way you don't sink. Keeping angle is priority number one, because without angle, you are just getting plastered. And with no pressure on them means they can just circle you to death, and you have no rotation on them, and they have no holes. So they can send non-stop boards on you, continuously apply pressure, while you just sit there mercilessly spinning or just not spinning, and you're just getting obliterated. So what you need to do is you need to try and keep your boat in a rotation with them as they're going. Now, priority number two, it's kind of difficult because there isn't really priority number two. The only priority is to keep the boat afloat and keep angle. You know, that's it. So after you've got angle, all you have to manage now is keeping your sails up and keeping your bilge up. As long as you've got that managed, then the only thing that you would need to do in there, and I know I'm asking for more, how could I? Is you're gonna have to shoot your sniper when your sail's down, broad v broad. Killed him, he's dead.
Nice.
That might mean not even repairing the boat. That might mean just bucketing 3 or 4 times, then cracking a sniper shot. Bucketing 3 or 4 times, then cracking a sniper shot. Because you need to do everything you can in your power to give your cannoneer the best shot. And not being one-balled and keeping the pressure on them. Pressure on them means no pressure on you, and that means you can repair as the helm. So when sails are down, that's your time to shine. That's your time to tell your cannoneer, hey, I sniped him, I got him. You know, that's why I love being the helm. I've learned over the years that that's the great reward of the helm. Own that shit. You can, I sniped him. Shoot me in the water in front. Shoot me in the water in front of him.
I balled him again.
Now that we've gone over a little bit more of the in-depth things, I'm gonna go a step further even, and we're gonna go over situations. But before we go over situations, I wanna give you a couple more tips here about just sloop and even boat, even just, you know, naval in general. So the first being is distance. You know, keeping a good distance is gonna be great for you. So what I mean by that is, you know, originally when Hourglass came out, everyone wanted to, you know, harpoon people, and it was fun, it's cool, but it can change the whole sway of the game. When one person dies in a sloop battle, that changes everything. So you want to keep a mid-range to a long range where they can't two-tap you or cross you, team cross you, and it also makes their cannon shots that much more difficult because they're bobbing up and down in the waves as they're trying to shoot at you. Meanwhile, you're cruising around smoothly. Those things will greatly help you, you know, keeping your distance, and then as you apply that good pressure, you can shoot your teammate over, and yeah, you might get a one ball, and they can't do anything about it because they're trying to defend, but you know, they can't snipe you, they can't do much to keep pressure on you. So keep a good distance in a good rotation. Now, I've got a few more tips here for you as well. Another one being is keeping default sails. Now, when you're in rotation on a sloop, you don't want to have your boat, you know, picking up speed, lowering speed at different times. So keep default sails whenever you're in a rotation, because it will keep you at an even, you know, consistent rotation. Call out your cannoneer shots. The way the sloop sits, the helm has a higher platform, so he can see the shots better for the cannoneer. Now, there's gonna be times where the cannoneer's in a low wave or whatever, and he can't see the shots or where they're going. So you're gonna have to call those out to him. Call it out, let him know where his shots need to go. That way you can get that pressure going and get the fight in your favor right away. Those small things make such a big difference. Now, when you're turning out at the start of a fight as the helm on a sloop, you will always, always, always want to turn to the right, giving your cannoneer a left side broad. You want that because if you give the right side, when you're downstairs bucketing, you're gonna constantly getting blasted over and over and over by cannonballs. If he's getting hit, you're getting hit. And that's not good because you can't bucket and he can't shoot. Bad for both. So you always wanna go for a left side broad if you can. Another tip is the sail on the mast from the sloop falls to the right. So that's another reason why you wanna get that left side broad as well. because it's going to make it harder for the cannoneer when he's shooting, and he's going to take more splash damage when the enemy opponent is shooting at him. Now, my last and final tip here is the ratio of sails to helm. What I'm meaning by this is, say we have full sails down like you see here. The way to actually turn in a consistent turn and an even turn throughout this is you will want to be in a full left-hand turn. The helm is fully to the left. I can no longer turn it any more left. Now, the same is said for half sail. If you're half sail, you want to have half a turn on the helm. This may seem self-explanatory, but it's not quite the same for other boats either. Now, the same goes for if you have a quarter sail. To keep this same turn throughout, you're going to want to have about a quarter turn. This is a little less, so I got to turn a little more. And these are things that as you play, especially if you do solo, you will learn this on your own in time, and you will learn it very quick. All right, guys, if you made it this far, it's the final walkthrough. I'm going to explain about 3 to 4 minutes of footage here when we're sails down and things get crazy. We have about 7 or 8 holes in the boat, so let's get right into it.
God damn.
So my main priority here is just keeping the angle for the cannoneer. That's all that I need to do here. And I'm going to be dropping the audio of the game and explaining the thought process through here. Nice, nice, nice. So here we're just taking the border, and when in sloop you actually kill somebody, it's a 1v2 right now. That's a big advantage for us. But we have tons of holes, so I just have to keep bucketing.
Kind of open right now. Alright, I'm gonna.
Oh, I can't even turn helm, bro. Our helm is destroyed. We're on second deck. Things are not looking good for us here. But just maintaining the buckets is all that's needed. Just keep it down on that bottom level.
I got sniped on crowboat, getting off crowboat.
You're doing good. I'm dead. I'm dead. I just got pistoled.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh, one's on, one's on. We get a border here, so my teammate and I have to rotate, but we have to manage the water as well because there's so many holes in the boat. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
He's dead. Take little backtrack action to save the day. And I make the decision here to actually get on the cannon rowie because we have so many holes, but as long as we can keep the pressure on them, that's all that matters.
Oh yeah, double shots, crack them open. All of them.
Now, even though we have all these holes, still applying that little bit of pressure can make the difference. My teammate just balled the opponent, and that means that they're down again 1 to 2, allowing us to apply even more pressure. One just came back.
I could balance.
They sunk. No way. Well, guys, we made it to the end. That's about all I've got. If you guys want to actually see some of this live in action, you can come over on Twitch TV and check me out. Or if you guys want to see, you know, whatever you want for your next guide or tutorial, let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.